This video right here is a good one, y'all. This one is good. This one's going to make you feel good. It appears like Mark Levin is coming to the realization that Trump is screwed, that he's probably going down for various crimes he committed. And he's not handling it all that well, if I'm being honest with you. So let's watch and we'll break it down.
Pile up enough charges against an individual, he'll find a jury somewhere to at least convict them of one. This is diabolical.
The point he's making here is actually a good one. It's true. I mean, what are there, like 37 charges against him? And his point is, even if everything goes perfectly good for Trump and, you know, his defense does a good job or whatever, they're going to get him on at least one, right? True. He just doesn't like that fact. Just a reminder again, his book title is on the screen, and it's The Democrat Party Hates America. He's a real intellectual, engaging in good faith with those he disagrees with, and that's why he wrote that phenomenal book with that phenomenal title. It's not like he's a total partisan hack who doesn't engage honestly. Definitely not that.
The trial is going to begin in the documents case, not in December, as Mr. Smith wanted, but in May. May? Smack in the middle of the election.
That's a big deal. That's a huge deal. One of my biggest concerns about the Trump cases is that they wouldn't happen before the election. That was one of my biggest concerns. Because then if he wins and then he's protected by the office of the presidency, which, by the way, is kind of insane. It's kind of insane that you just, like, have total immunity if you're president. Like, all they can do is impeach you. They can't, like, convict you or arrest you if you commit a crime. Like, what if the person's a serial killer, right? So, anyway. But now we learned the trial is happening. And this is a pro-Trump judge who scheduled the trial for before the election. Ooh, it's going to be crazy. It's going to be wild. It's going to be wild, bro.
The whole purpose of what's going on here is to interfere with the election, to protect Biden from scrutiny, criminal investigation, to protect him, to get him reelected. That's what the Democrat Party wants. That's why they trashed Robert Kennedy Jr.
They haven't said Dickie McGee's acts about RFK Jr. RFK has said plenty himself, and that's gotten himself in a little bit of hot water. And yeah, the media has a hate boner with him, but I would argue it's not a priori. It is a posteriori. It is after all the things he says of the, COVID. It actually ethnically spares the Ashkenazi Jews and the Chinese and stuff, bro. That's what, that's what it does. No big deal. Yeah, if you say that, there's going to be a reaction to it. It's not the Democrats, going after him. Anyway, let's continue.
And at the same time, on a second path, to destroy who they believe would be the nominee, or at least potentially, Donald Trump. They have the DA in Manhattan working on it, the DA in Atlanta working on it, the Attorney General in New York working on it.
Or here's another theory. Maybe he just committed like 176 crimes. And so the people whose job it is to go after the crimes committers are doing it. Just another, food for thought. You can sit on that one a little bit and see how you feel about it. But that's my theory on it.
They're looking at January 6th. Pile it on. All we need is one. Out of hundreds of charges. All we need is one. One to stick in front of some Democrat jury. And Judge Cannon, in Florida, you let the country down. This trial should have been moved till after the election. You just gave your imprimatur and the imprimatur of the federal judiciary to the interference in this election. Furthermore, you haven't even looked into a matter which you have the right to look into without any motion from defense counsel.
I'm sure he's going to pivot to like, it's actually the Democrats who are committing all the crimes. I got you, buddy. So look, he's going after Judge Aileen Cannon. Understand, Cannon was appointed by Trump and has had previous rulings that are kind of pro-Trump. And he's saying, yeah, election interference to do this before the election. Look, understand something. This would have been political either way. If she said, we're going to hold off until after the election to do this case, that's a political decision. That is a pro-Trump political decision. If she says the opposite, we'll have it before, that is a pro-Biden political decision. Either way, you're making a political decision. So what she decided to do, to her credit, is let's just go about this as if it were a normal case and a normal person. We're going to schedule it for, however many months in the future, as any other case would have been scheduled in roughly that time frame. That's what's going on here. And she's probably doing it to try to rebut arguments of her being a sycophantic judge with a conflict of interest. Because in previous cases, she's done some pro-Trump type stuff. And so she did that. But Doesn't matter how pro-Trump you are. Doesn't matter how you're trying to manage optics or whatever. These guys are going to turn on you the instant you don't totally bend the knee and cuck yourself to the Emperor, Overlord, God King. So look, man, it's a big deal that this is going to happen before it's a big deal. The country is going to be, it's going to be a tinderbox at the time, bro. It really is. It really is. And this is a Fox host, Mark Levin, getting the realization, like, oh my God. He's probably going down. He's screwed. If they just get him on one charge of all these charges, he's going down. From your lips to God's ears, fella. From your lips to God's ears. Hey, y'all, do me a favor and like and subscribe. It helps out big time in the algorithm. Click the bell as well for notifications when videos drop. And watch that video on screen right now. You know you want to.